Hello, my name is Steve and in this video I would like to share with you how to invest in your 20s. So let's get started. Basically this video is based on my past experiences. Back in the days when I was around 20, I didn't have so much money to invest, but as years passed I just figured out how I can make investments. I know it can be very difficult to make any investments in your 20s when you are living on a minimum wage job, but trust me, there is a chance that you can make it. In this video I would like to share with you my 5 tips which helped me to make my first investment back in my 20s. Tip number 1, invest into yourself. This is one of the most powerful advice that I can give you if you would like to make sure that you do the right investment. So what I mean exactly saying by that? Nowadays there are many skills which can help you to increase your monthly income. It only depends on your goals. For example, right now you are living on a minimum wage job, but you are really interested in the graphic world and you just can collect some money and later on you can invest it into a graphic course or you can participate in any kind of art school, and in the end you can make a side hustle or become a full-time entrepreneur based on your new gained skill. Another example that maybe you don't feel that you would like to make a side hustle, a small business or become a full-time entrepreneur, that's absolutely fine because you can also increase your monthly income if you focus on another aspect of career. If you decided that you would like to become a leader in a big international company, of course you can do this also. Take courses in sales schools or also broaden your economic studies, and of course you can learn new languages. These kind of skills can help you to increase the chance that you will that you will get the job that you have dreamed for. Gladly, in the 21st century there are many possibilities if you would like to participate in the mentioned schools. You can take this in a personal level, you can take online courses, and most of the time they can be also free of charge. One important takeaway, that always make sure that you are investing yourself on the right skills, and these are not just some kind of quick ideas which will be forgotten within a few days. All in all, you can be the following guy. Long time no see you, what's going on with you? Thanks for asking, I'm just participating in a graphic school. Wow, that sounds amazing, I wish the best luck for you. So how is your graphic school, are you enjoying it? I just changed my mind, I didn't enjoy the graphic school. Right now I am participating in a business school. Back in the days when I decided that I would like to learn a new skill, first of all I always write down that what I would like to do, and later I just pick up this kind of paper half a year or even a year later, and if I still feel that I would like to learn this kind of new skill, then I participated in the mentioned schools. Certainly you can develop different kind of strategies which works the best for you, but I would like to encourage that don't spend your money on skills which won't be used in your future. Tip number 2, live below your means. I know it can be problematic, especially when you are living in your 20s, to not spend your money on unnecessary stuff. We are living in the world of consumer society when every kind of marketing and also advertising say that we need to buy stuff. We need to buy fancy cars, new phones and smartphones, and also the biggest TV what is available on the market. This kind of approach is absolutely not suitable for investments. It's just pushing people into a debt spiral. When you are in your 20s, it is very easy to get distracted by this kind of unnecessary stuff and spend even more than you earn. It is one of the best advice that I can give you right now if you start to live already in your 20s, to live below your means. First of all, you need to figure it out how much is your income on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis, and also what are your fixed costs and what are your variable costs on a monthly basis. After you have your income and also your costs, you can compare that which is higher, and after that you can make the right decisions that if you need to spend less or you still have enough money to enjoy your life. Back in my 20s, usually I didn't have enough money, so my monthly income didn't cover the cost, so I had to sacrifice things in the present to make sure that I develop a better financial future for myself. It can be very frustrating and also disappointing when you see that your friends are enjoying fancy holidays and also they bought their first car. But trust me, sometimes we need to make these kind of heavy sacrifices to make sure that we ensure our future. Also, I am 100% sure that you won't be happier if you forget to buy the newest iPhone or also the biggest TV right now. A few years later, you just forget these kind of material things. If you would like to live below your means, first of all, you can make the first step that you save, for example, 10% of your monthly income. After you learn to manage to live with less money, of course you can increase this percentage to 20 or 30% on a monthly basis, but I think that's already a good start if you start with the mentioned 10%. Tip number 3, pay off your debts. This is also an exceptional investment advice if you would like to secure your future financially. If you have any kind of debt right now, I encourage you to focus on them and pay them off as fast as you can. I know many people who simply accept the fact that they have debts and still spending a lot of money on unnecessary stuff, and they just accept the fact that we have debts and that's okay, but that's not true. From my perspective, I don't know any kind of person in my environment who doesn't have at least one debt, and of course I still have one, but I'm really focusing on to pay them off. Get rid of the mentioned debts and make sure that after that you make the next steps to become financially independent and buy things which can bring you even more money in the future. Consequently, if you have enough money already, then you can pay your debts and also focus on other future investment possibilities. Tip number 4, start a business. Maybe it sounds a risky advice, but based on my past experiences, this is one of the most powerful if you would like to earn some money. Back in the days, as I mentioned, I had zero money, but somehow with my friends we still could manage to start our first business and earn some extra cash. People usually think that you need huge starting funds when you are establishing a company, but I don't believe in that one, and I think if somebody can make more money from $5, then they won't be able to make more money from $10,000. My first side hustle was a simple single page website where I just sold only one product. I spent many hours on the internet and found out that this kind of product can be relatively small work on the top page of the Google, which can help me to increase my monthly income. After I spent months and months on search ranking optimization in Google, finally I just made my first sales, and of course I also tried to popularize my product on Facebook too. After a couple of months, I was able to gain $300 on a monthly basis thanks to my new project. Maybe it's not a big money, but I was very satisfied because I made $300 on a monthly basis from nothing. And what did I do with this kind of money? Sure, I spent on a new iPhone. Oh no, just kidding. I have collected more than 3 years, and after that I invested into another business idea. I think it's useful to follow this advice in your 20s because these are the days when you have enough time and energy, and this is what it is mostly requested for a successful business. After, when you have a child and family and a full-time job, it's become a little bit more difficult to start your own business. If I were you, I already start to think about new business ideas on a weekly basis because it's free of charge, and also it can help you to make your biggest investment in your life. Tip number 5, properties, stocks and funds. My last investment tip that I can give you if you are living in your 20s, to buy the mentioned kind of properties, stocks and funds. To be honest, I am absolutely not an expert on the mentioned fields because I didn't have enough money to buy these kind of investment possibilities. But if you are lucky enough to buy one of these, I encourage you to pick one of the mentioned and also deepen your knowledge in that kind of topic and make the right investment decision. Based on my experiences, what I saw that most of the people who are living in their 20s, they don't have the chance to make these kind of investments. Usually they are struggling to get a right job and also buy their first properties for their future family, and I think it's not the best advice what I can give for people who are living in their 20s. So these were my 5 tips which can help you to make the right investments in your 20s. Maybe I missed something from my list, so please don't hesitate to share your ideas or your kind of success stories which help you to make the right investments in your 20s. Trust me, I know it will be very difficult to make the right decisions in these years, but if you focus on these kind of investments, it will pay off in your future. As always, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share my videos, and see you next week.